And now, where indie music comes alive. Broadcasting live worldwide, plus on demand 24/7, and hosted by Hall of Fame personality Dave Pratt. 10, 9, 8, 7. The World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Breaking the sound barrier with your Top 10 Weekly from worldmusicstage.com. And now, house lights down, music up. Now entering the World Music Stage. Your host for the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Dave Pratt.
Ah, yes. The world of live and on-demand media. That's where we are today. And welcome. This is our 5th month, is that right, that we're going into? I have the founders of World Music Stage Radio's Top 10 Countdown with me, Grant and Jane. And yeah, we're headed into our 5th month. Rocktober, huh? All right. Welcome aboard. We count down the top 10 every Saturday, and now we're heard on over 100 radio affiliates throughout the world. And, of course, we are heard on worldmusicstage.com and on the internet worldwide and on demand through Star Worldwide Networks. So listen at a time that is convenient for you, and that's what On Demand's all about. You can listen live or you can listen on demand all week long, and it's okay to listen more than once. We have several of you that do that, and go for it. We are all about indie music, the artists and the fans who support indie music. Now, to select the top songs weekly for the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, how do we do it? Well, we use stats from worldmusicstage.com for the number of plays and activity for an artist. Fan support is what it's all about. And really, isn't that what indie music's all about? Fan support is, well, huge. All right, the more the artist and their fans are active on World Music Stage, the more the artist gets known, and in turn, voila, the top 10 songs weekly are presented worldwide right here on World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. And now, let's get started.
World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Song number 10.
Well, that's a good way to start it off. Paradox is known for big, dynamic, and energetic shows. First-class live act, that's what Paradox is. Powerful, high-energy music. They tour throughout Europe, and their influences include The Who, Nirvana, the Sex Pistols, and Green Day, just to name a few. I told you they're all about high energy. Kicking us off this week at number 10 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from Dover, UK, Paradox, Save Me.
Night has been lost at dawn. This fight I can't carry on, and you held my hand. This picture is cracked and torn. Memories are wrong and worn, and you will fade away. Heart has been turning to, afraid that if I let you go, that you wouldn't stay. Save me before it's too late. Save me 'cause I'll fade away. Save me 'cause I wanna stay.
Okay, and we are out of the gate. That's the way to get started, huh? Paradox and Save Me. And we move on to number 9.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 9.
Well, catchy lyrics and soft melodies and a new energetic indie sound. That is singer-songwriter Mikey Snow with his first solo EP called Summer Igloos. Now, the first single, The Loose Cannon, has made its way from coast to coast on international radio. And get this, in Hollywood movies. Oh, yeah, Mikey's doing all right. At number 9 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, a Buffalo, New York native. The Bills just beat our Cardinals. That one hurts, Mikey. A Buffalo native now living in Los Angeles. Mikey Snow off Summer Igloos, The Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon from Mikey Snow.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 8.
Yo Mama. That's the name, seriously. Yo Mama. Unlike the California sound that Steve Kalinich has been a part of since 1965, including some guy named Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. You guys ever heard of him? Well, John Tiven's his roots are primarily in the soul and blues world, and having produced and co-written with Steve Cropper, Blues Brothers, yeah, B.B. King, Wilson Pickett, and many other great legends of R&B, John and Steve come together to create Yo Mama. This ought to be interesting. Let's check it out. At number 8 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Yo Mama, Is Anybody Listening?
Jigsaw tambourine, pale sweet and loose. It's cataclysmic, charismatic, not kept up in the attic. A question arises that is problematic. Is there a presence that cares and is pragmatic? Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear? When I cry out for justice, does it ring in someone's ear? Through all the mad confusion, will a miracle appear? Is anybody listening? Is anybody listening? In the quiet resolve, can you get involved? Can you evolve? Become aware, perceive, open up to the blessings all around you that you can receive. I want to do sweet things, make you ecstatic, keep you safe from harm. I do not want to disturb you or cause you alarm. Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear? When I cry out for justice, does it ring in someone's ear? Through all the mad confusion, will a miracle appear? Is anybody listening? Is anybody listening? Reflecting light, will all things be glistening? Will there be a christening? Is anybody listening? Keep putting your inspirations out to the world. Do not worry about a response. Just express it and share it. Create a renaissance. Oh yeah. Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear? When I cry out for justice, does it ring in someone's ear? Through all the mad confusion, will a miracle appear? Is anybody listening? Is anybody listening? Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear? When I cry out for justice, does it ring in someone's ear? Through all this mad confusion, will a miracle appear? Is anybody listening? 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 Is anybody listening?
Well, that was interesting, huh? From the R&B side, you have John Tiven's in there, and then Steve's bringing some of that tight guitar, Beach Boys pipeline stuff from the 1960s, and together they created Yo Mama, and that was at number 8. And we move on.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 7.
Well, since the release of their debut album, Joe Symes and the Loving Kind has embarked on a non-stop journey across the UK, performing in cities from London to Glasgow, and on tour, they have picked up some major shows on the festival circuit, plus coming to the attention of Creation Management, which is a big one. The album's also been greatly received in America and has enjoyed magazine, pub, and airplay all over the world. At number 7 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from Liverpool. Hey, I've heard of that place. Can't think of the other band that came out of there. From Liverpool, England, Joe Symes and the Loving Kind. I'm going to find out someday. All right, The Loving Kind, Joe Symes and The Loving Kind, and I'm going to find out someday. And we move on to number 6.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 6.
Now, this guy's interesting. Sarantos continues releasing a new song and a music video every single month this year as he unveils his third album. That's a interesting and expensive strategy. This CD will expand on his signature style that merges 80s rock with modern pop rock music while continuing with some edgy experimentation. Now, Sarantos currently has over 1.3 million social media followers. So let's hope that Sarantos is telling everybody that he's on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown this week. That's a lot of followers. And he's written over 2,600 songs. Yeah, I'm reading that correctly. 2,600 songs. Sarantos has always been inclined to help people in need and is proud to release his music every month as a way to donate a portion of the proceeds to charity, hopefully inspiring other artists to do the same. His fans help him choose the charity each month, which is really pretty cool. At number 6 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, let's check this guy out. From Chicago, Illinois, and from his album Pain of the Past, this is Sarantos. The Silence Doesn't Bother Me.
The crowd howling outside, my doubts spin in my mind. I tried to keep them all inside, but now they know my deepest fears, my thoughts, my pain, my tears. And if they scream or if they cheer, they'll never get to me. Now I'm free, I'm standing here. Doesn't matter what you want, let the thunder rage on. And now I'm free, standing here. Doesn't matter what you say, I'm just gonna play. The silence doesn't bother me. The silence doesn't bother me today. The silence didn't bother me yesterday. The silence never bothered me anyway. They say, won't let them change my ways. Won't take it even one more day. You'll never get to me. Now I'm free, I'm standing here. Doesn't matter what you want, let the thunder rage on and on. And now I'm free, standing here. Doesn't matter what you say, I'm just gonna play. The silence doesn't bother me. The silence doesn't bother me today. The silence didn't bother me yesterday. The silence never bothered me anyway. Stronger than ever, I will never stand down. No, never, no, never. I will rise up much stronger than ever. I will never stand down. No, never, no, never. I will rise up much stronger than ever. I will never stand down. No, never, no, never. I will rise up much stronger than ever. I will never stand down. No, never, never. The silence doesn't bother me. The silence doesn't bother me. The silence didn't bother me yesterday. The silence never bothered me anyway. The silence doesn't bother me. The silence doesn't bother me. The silence didn't bother me yesterday. The silence never bothered me anyway.
Sarantos, and the silence doesn't bother me. And guess what, kids? We're already in the top 5.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 5.
This lady's got it all going on. From the platinum recording group Total, Pamela Long has emerged again with a sound that many have fallen in love with. In fact, P. Diddy recognized the distinction of Pamela Long's voice and used it to make an impact on music. This Grammy Award winner strives to surpass what's already been done and moving into the future. In the words of Pamela, by God's grace, I am here, and by God's grace, I shall remain. And by God's grace, she joins us on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Hello, Pamela. How are you?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you on a speakerphone, Pamela?
You know what? Yes, let me pick up right now.
Oh, yeah, because we want to hear you because we got a lot to talk about. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Dave. I can't complain. I'm actually here in Las Vegas getting myself ready for this Bad Boy tour tonight.
Vegas? Where are you playing at in Vegas?
You know what? Oh, my goodness, Dave. I'm so sorry. It's funny that you asked me that because I don't even know where we're playing at tonight. I know it's one of the big arenas. It's only because I think it's at the MGM, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, one of those places with the bright lights and the shrimp cocktails, right?
Yeah.
Hey, tell us more about your career, the success you've enjoyed, and now where you're headed, Pamela.
You know what? The success I enjoyed at the age of 15, I met Puff. And from there, it was just like it was an ongoing process. And upon me being signed with Puffy, Total it took off. You know, Puff didn't expect us to take off the way that he did. We did one record, which was Can't You See? He put it on the New Jersey Drive soundtrack. And when it hit with the Notorious Big, doo, 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 give me all the chicken heads, you know, when that came on, it was just like everybody went crazy. So Puff he was like, okay, let's get an album done. And from that moment up until now, my career has taken off. It did take a moment, you know, for 15 years. I was just like, it was down, you know, Total. In 1998, it was just like everything came to almost like a standstill. I would say the end of 99, everything was just like at a halt between us, and it was just personal. It was personally things going on with myself, with the other girls, and for 15 years, it was like God paused my life, and in the process of all of that, it made me. It was like a making process. Sometimes you don't know the process of something. You don't know what's going to come out of it, but the making process birthed forth was coming forth my album Undeniable, and the You Said song came there. My heart had gotten broken, and from there it was just like on and popping. As soon as the record dropped, it was just like it went straight to the charts here in the U.S., and I'm so grateful and so excited about being in the top 5 over on the Euro chart. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. I can't even believe it.
Hey, Pamela, what's Puff like? Because I've heard that he's just really a perfectionist.
Come on. Hey, listen, let me just tell you one thing. This man is a genius. I promise you. People call him a perfectionist. I would say genius. It's just like excellence. If it's not excellence, he's not going to fall beneath the bar of excellence whatsoever. It's just like if he says this is what he wants done, until he sees the vision that has been placed upon his heart by God, I truly believe like he's not going to stop until it comes to pass. And that's the thing with this tour right now. When I say from city to city, it's been sold out. And, you know, Puff's vision coming up on elevators and all types of things on this big grand stage. It has fireworks, explosions, all types of, it has been amazing.
Well, before I play your song, I just want to remind you and Puff that we're in Phoenix. There's still time to send your private jet here so I can make the show tonight.
Yes.
At number 5 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from Edison, New Jersey, Pamela Long, You Said.
Yeah. I'm serious right now. I'm speaking my heart on this record. Finally, I started seeing things as they were. All that you said was nothing but words. So I chopped it up to face the truth. come to find out you were never mine. I was holding on, didn't wanna let go. After all these years, you were my heart and soul. I found out I gotta let you go. 'Cause I can't hold on, can't hold on. Baby, I'm still hurt. You said you would never leave, and you said you would never go, and you said you would always be there for me, for me, for me. What you mean? Don't take it personal. I give up all of me and more. What you mean? Don't take it personal. Baby,
I love her. What a voice, huh? Pamela Long. Well, that's why she's playing the arena at the MGM in Vegas tonight. How funny was she? I can't remember where we're playing. Oh, yeah, the MGM. Wouldn't it be nice to be at that point in your career? You know, it's not like the MGM is hard to remember. It's one of the biggest arenas in Vegas, but congratulations to Pamela. She belongs there.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 4.
Tony Watson is a multi-talented singer-songwriter and is an accomplished musician playing a variety of instruments, both string and percussion. The guy does it all. He's from West Virginia. Yeehaw! I wonder how that football team's doing today. I'll have to check. West Virginia. Yeah, he's a native from there. And he honed his country style while performing nationally and internationally with both symphonies and rock and country bands. That's an interesting mix, isn't it? Plus, Tony carries a growing reputation as a composer of original music and lyrics. Let's check it out. At number 4 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, from his album First Time Around, Tony Watson. You know this song, Life is a Highway.
Life's like a road that you travel on. One day here, the next day gone. Sometimes you bend,
know I'll be there when the lights come in. Just tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it on my own. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it on my own. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it on my own. You're going my way, I wanna drive it on my own.
That was awesome. Some harmonica or some harp in there. That's a different version, huh? He didn't take the safe route on that one. Tony Watson and Life is a Highway, the pride of West Virginia. That was good. All right, we move to the top 3. Here we go.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 3.
You know, not many countdowns can go from West Virginia across the Atlantic to Ireland and then way back home to Southern California. This countdown has it all. McKenna. She was born in Ireland, raised in Southern California, now living in Los Angeles, I believe. We're going to talk to her here just a minute. She spent her early years learning and performing music for family and friends. She started with vocal at only 5 years old and now is being taught by one of the industry's greatest vocal coaches, Seth Riggs. Plus, through the Beverly Hills connection at the John Casablanca School for Acting and Modeling, which is a big one, McKenna has gained the experience from pros in the biz and is ready for her Hollywood career. And joining us, she is on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown Hotline. Hi, McKenna. How are you?
How are you doing right now?
Well, I'm doing great. You're in L.A., is that right?
Yes, I am.
All right. So starting at 5 years old, talk about music always being part of your life.
Oh, yeah. It's totally been always a part of my life. Huge inspiration in Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. I mean, it's always been a part of my life for as long as I can remember.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, McKenna, you're making me feel so old when you talk about your inspirations being Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. That's which is fine. But at 15, think about how much you've done. At 15, do you even realize how far you've come?
It's quite insane. These past 2 months has been absolutely crazy. So much going on. I actually just released a song, and it's a top 40 pop indicator chart. So I'm 3 songs behind one of my inspirations, Ariana Grande, and that's just insane and mind-blowing to me. I cannot believe where I'm at. It's amazing.
So you're in the top 3 of our countdown this week. Tell us about your song, Sing It Out.
Well, Sing It Out, it was super, super cool. So the song's just an uplifting pop song. It's super pumpy, puts you in a total good mood. So we made a music video that was super just like pop, awesome, colorful, and it was actually a 360 video, so you could see the whole room of what's going on, so many people in it. It was really good.
Well, McKenna, on our countdown, you're ahead of Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift. So congratulations.
That's great. That's insane, actually.
At number 3 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, McKenna, Sing It Out.
Don't wanna look at the world that's right in front of me. Try not to judge what I can, even what I cannot see. Life is a piece and people are the core we are.
15-year-old McKenna and Sing It Out. You got some pipes, huh? That brings us to number 2.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 2.
Jane Allison is from Wales. Mystical and free-spirited with a flavor of her Welsh roots. She merges the sounds of well-loved influences like Bob Dylan, Neil Young, and Joan Baez with a contemporary soul of Roseanne Cash. There's a mixture for you to deliver a heartfelt sound all her own. Let's check her out. Jane Allison at number 2 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown with Just Another Girl.
I don't wanna be just another girl like all the girls in town. And I don't wanna be a dress rehearsal till true love comes around. No, fate is complicated, and it doesn't always turn out how you want. My heart was underrated. First you love me, then you turn away and run. I don't wanna be hung out to dry like washing on a line. And I don't wanna see you turn and say goodbye. What you leaving me behind? No, fate is complicated, and it doesn't always turn out how you want. My heart was underrated. First you love me, then you turn away and I don't wanna be watching from afar as you live your life. I don't wanna be one you never call when you call out for your wife. Fate is complicated, and it doesn't always turn out how you want. My heart was underrated. First you love me, then you turn away and run. Turn and run. Turn and run. Turn and run. Turn and I don't wanna be just another girl.
There she is, Jane Allison at number 2, and that brings us to number 1.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 1.
Well, we're going to go back to Chi-Town from Chicago. Jimmy Falls is a hard rock band that speaks of faith and hope, addiction, loss, and life experiences from the good to the bad and everything in between. Through radio exposure and gigs, they worked hard. Jimmy Falls opened for Uncle Cracker, Gavin Rossdale, Fuel, Filter, Candlebox, Brett Michaels, Puddle of Mud, Hinder. Wow. What a track they're on. And just a few months ago, Jimmy Falls released their debut EP, Through Hell. And this is kind of cool because we have Brian Yelm from Jimmy Falls in studio with us. He's been hanging out for the whole top 10. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thanks for having me.
And I understand that we got you now in the Valley. You're a resident here in Arizona, huh?
I am. I love the sunshine, and I have to admit I am not going to miss the Chicago winters one bit.
Well, how is this going to work for you in Jimmy Falls? Because you guys are on the upswing, and now you're in, well, Mesa, Arizona. You mentioned where you're living, and Jimmy Falls is in Chicago. What's up with that?
So, I'm in a very fortunate time in my life where I'm able to, jump on a plane and fly back and forth as I need to. And the band's been very supportive. Actually, Billy's renting my house in Chicago and turned it into a recording studio. So when I go back for the 1 week a month, I'm going to, lay down tracks and write songs with them. And we do a lot of FaceTiming back and forth to make sure that the quality's good. We hold ourselves to a very high standard with our songs, and starting to really take hold in Chicago, and we're trying to reach out into more markets and doing it through shows like this. So thank you so much.
When you FaceTime with Billy, do you have him show you the house to make sure he's taking care of it? There's not Cheetos and beer bottles everywhere.
I got to give him a little bit of leeway there. So I don't know what's going on over there, so it better be clean.
Hey, tell us about Jimmy Falls, because I know you guys are on the upswing, and just tell us more about the band in general.
Sure. Jimmy Falls has been around since about 2008, and we've done a lot of things. I haven't been a member since the beginning, but...
You've been there a couple years now.
Yeah, the last few years I've really turned on the juice, and, we've got a great drummer. Jeff DeMaio is amazing. Billy Bacopoulos was a producer in Nashville for 4 years, came back home. He was an original founding member and has joined the band once again because he's starting to see the things that we're seeing as well. We just hired a new guitarist, Anthony Lionello, amazing guy. I am with the most talented guys I've been in my career, and I've been around. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to play with these guys.
And you guys love performing live.
We do. One of our biggest quorums, if you will, is we need to sound as good as the record or better when we perform. And so we really are into the showman aspect and making sure that we're entertaining whenever anyone comes to see us.
All right, so a few obvious questions, but I have to ask you. Jimmy Falls. So I've heard you mention Billy and all these names. I haven't heard of Jimmy.
There is no Jimmy. I don't know the true history of the Jimmy Falls, other than I believe it has something to do with Jimi Hendrix and it wants to knock over equipment on stage. And he actually had people behind his rigs always holding the guitar amps up because he always kicked them over.
Because it's spelled Jimi.
That's correct.
All right, and you have a number of songs on World Music Stage, so you guys can download all those from Jimmy Falls. And I have to ask you about Through Hell, the name of the EP. Do you feel like you've gone through hell, or that you're coming out of hell? How does that work?
So it sounds a lot harsher than it is. We're an alternative rock band, and Through Hell is one of the tracks on the EP. And Brandon James, our lead vocalist, has a lot of heart, very spirited, brings a lot of his, I wouldn't say religious side, but he's very, a religious guy. And he's got so much talent and heart. And, I think he's been through a lot with trying to persevere in the music business. And I think just at where we're at in our career right now, it just kind of symbolizes that we're not going to give up. We're here for the long run, and we want to take this as far as it can go.
Your song that's number one this week on the countdown, Forever. Tell us about that.
So Forever is about relationships and sacrifices that we make in order to, do what we do. And so, it was written by Brandon James. The song is about a relationship that he had to choose whether he was going to move to California and be with somebody or if he was going to follow his music career. And so obviously we're still playing music. So I don't know who the girl is, but she's somewhere in California, brokenhearted, and that's what this song is about.
We'll check it out. And it's good to have you in Arizona. Welcome to you and Stephanie both to the rock and roll metropolis of Mesa. And tell the rest of the band hi for us, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
Brian Yelm from Jimmy Falls at number one on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from Chicago. But we got him now in Arizona. Off their EP, Through Hell, Jimmy Falls, Forever.
Today could turn out so right. Though I'm at a loss for words,
Wow. Oh, geez. Incredible. Jimmy Falls, number 1, and forever. Well, tell me you're not going to be singing that for the rest of the week. You know, everybody listens to music in different ways, and I've often told you that I like music that inspires me because this old guy, I got to get on the torture machine, the treadmill, and I load my favorite songs onto the iPod to keep me going. I guarantee you I'm going to worldmusicstage.com and I'm downloading Jimmy Falls forever because that one will keep me going. And it was great to have Brian in the studio as well. By the way, Brian's bass and backup vocals on that. So there they are, this week's Top 10 in the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, heard every week right here on Star Worldwide Networks. Now, make sure that you download your favorite songs because that's how you support this great music. That's how you support indie music. So go to worldmusicstage.com to hear the greatest indie music in the world and to make it your own. Download it. Thanks for joining us every week for the best in indie music all around the planet. The World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. I'm Dave Pratt, and hey, if you don't deserve it, who does?
Thanks for listening to the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Breaking the sound barrier with your Top 10 Weekly from worldmusicstage.com. Join us where indie music comes alive at worldmusicstage.com. That's worldmusicstage.com.